So once you've logged into your account, it's extremely simple and easy to navigate. There's no downloads, there's no learning curve, there's no implementation. You're gonna get it right away. It's like literally getting an Uber or getting an Airbnb or Postmates. So your dashboard is going to be displayed really straightforward where you're going to be able to edit your bids. You're going to have your project name, your location, where it's geo-targeted for labor and materials for real time if there's any fluctuations. You're going to be able to also collaborate your bid or your plans directly to any team member, owner, or client when the bid was created. You're also going to be able to sort your project by name or price. So if I wanted to sort by price, I could do that, and it's going to be here. So let's create a new bid. It's going to be a retail project, and you're going to be able to select your project type. And in this case, it's a retail, and it's in Century City Mall in Los Angeles. This is where your project gets geo-targeted based on historical projects, actual current projects, and based on your zip code and area. So I'm going to be the owner, landlord, or client. And I do have plans on this project, but if I don't, over 50% of our clients don't have plans on their projects because they're early on in the real estate, which is okay. And then here's where you're going to be able to upload your plans if you do have plans. If you don't, that's not an issue at all. You're going to get extremely accurate numbers and an overall estimate on your project. So when you upload your plans, one of the questionnaires that will pop up, do you have a full set of plans, your full electrical, mechanical, plumbing? Because sometimes those are missing on, it might be the plumbing or electricals that's missing or they're not completed yet. So in this case, I do have a full set of plans. Or if you don't know, you could select that. You're going to revert back to the real market pricing. Or if you upload like a lease or a document that's not plans, it's going to read it and it's actually going to revert back to like you wouldn't have plans. So this is where your project scope, a couple more questions about your project. Is it a tenant improvement? What kind of condition is the construction in? I walked the space with the client and it's a beautiful space, but it does need to be remodeled because there's a previous tenant there. It's inside the mall. It's on the second floor. We're gonna need a new storefront based on our finishes and conditions. And also we're gonna need new air conditioning units for that because they are old there. And this is a beautiful high-end retail store, and the profit margin that's going to be on the estimate's 10%. So again, this is for the contractor or the owner or anybody else. So really what we're seeing, this is for tenant improvements, and we're seeing a lot of brands. If it's Macy's, you're seeing Nordstrom's local, you're seeing Amazon is trying to roll out 3,000 of their medical stores, you're seeing CVS, and they're all actually smaller footprints under 5,000 square feet. And that's why we limited it, because we're the experts on brick and mortar, and we have over $2 billion that we facilitated in tenant improvement projects and over 10,000 projects with 97% accuracy. So with our predictive analysis, our team has been working tirelessly. We work with general contractors, subcontractors, engineers, and the best technology team in the world. And the artificial intelligence, we do have humans supporting it. You have a full estimating support team, which is 24/7, which is awesome. But it's really to give you a good idea on your project in real time. And this could be done from any device. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, if you have an iPad, it doesn't matter. You could do it on the go, and you could do it simple and easy. And it's really easy to digest too. So you'll see on when your bid is completed how simple and it's not just takeoffs where it's just maybe for materials or labor. It gives you the entire picture. It'll give you your timelines as well, your total calendar days to complete it, your inspections, and your qualifications. So when you get to your bid preview, this is just a preview. You could see your general conditions, and you could take a quick peek and review what it looks like. And this is the middle number, and I'll tell you what that means in just a second on the next page. Your cost per square foot, your total calendar days to complete this retail project, and your total inspections based on your jurisdiction that you're in. And this is your price targeting. Again, you don't want to be too low, but this is what it, or too high on it. But it'll give you below market, great price, good price, or above, just like TrueCar.com or anything else. So say if I'm a general contractor, I most likely would want to be a little bit lower to be more aggressive, to be extremely competitive to win the project. And if I'm an owner and I'm looking to get financing, I want to be a little bit higher, or asking for tenant allowance from the landlord that they'd give me money back after the construction is done. So let's just select low or medium for this sake and go through the project. So For this is where you're gonna have the ability to edit your bid in real time from any device. So say in your general conditions, you actually find out that you need night work and the landlord lets you know that that's required for this, but you didn't know that prior. So you could put night work, simple, if you're an owner or if you're a general contractor or you're a franchisee, and say it's 10,000. So you could add another 10,000 to your bid, and that's going to be reflected right there directly. And as well, you could, in your action items, you could delete items. You could add items here as well. So you could add a division if you want. You could add division, say 2.111. You could say extra work. Let's just say night work just for this example, and say it's going to be additional $5,000 change order or additional cost that's required. So you could see that's going to be shown up here and based on the description, and I could delete that as well if I want to. So then you're going to scroll out. This gives you a complete picture of your entire project. That's what's the best part. It's going to give you your total project cost, your total cost per square foot, your total calendar days, which gets calculated for each county and gets project type. So if you were to select restaurant, obviously there would be more inspections, your grease ducts and so forth, and more underground plumbing inspections. And you could adjust this. So say if you want to be aggressive and tell, look, we could get this project done in 40 days if you're a general contractor or owner, you'd be extremely happy. So you open up sooner, so you start generating revenue sooner. So say now your total calendar days to complete this project is 40. You have your total inspections, and also you have your qualifications and exclusions that also could be edited in real time. Say, for example, the owner client says, look, the contractor has to pick this up. He could simply make that change. And you are done. Once you finalize your bid, you could export your bid in a PDF, and it's a beautiful proposal that outlines everything clearly. Which the description, remember we changed this from 23,000 to 33,000 because night work is required. You could go down, we also added an additional night work for 5,000 earlier in our example. And then you could go down, you could see each division broken down clearly and simple. And then you could also see the total project cost. We changed this from 45 days to 40 days. You can see your total inspections as well for this retail project, your qualifications and exclusions. We changed this from owner to contractor. And you also have the ability, if you want to directly email this and collaborate with anybody from your team, or if you want to send this to an agent or broker, or just send it to anybody. So your bid is now sent. Now you could go back to your dashboard and you could see it being reflected here clearly. And I could easily download my plans. I could email my plans from here as well. And if I need to edit something, for example, if I'm on the go and I find out, actually, you know what? We're not going to do the demolition work, right? The site condition, and the landlord's picking that up. You could just delete that line item, right? Directly. Do you want to delete this? Yes, because it's not going to be required. And then once I hit finalize bid again, and I go to the dashboard, I have version 2 now of the same retail project. We removed that $7,000 line item that you could see here, right? The difference. And it's now reflected here, and it's timestamped when it was done in version 2. I hope you enjoyed the demo. It's really exciting. It's really made to be simple and easy to navigate. And it's to really enhance that process, because it's not just in the bid process where you need the entire estimate. It's early on when you're in real estate site selection or negotiating your lease, but it's also a lot of times you don't get the entire picture. You might just get your labor costs or material costs, but you don't get the entire picture for what your total cost is in the project with labor and materials, with each division broken out, your total calendar days, your schedule, your milestones, your inspections, and then qualifications and exclusions all in real time. So we're super excited you're here. Sign up, enjoy it, and we look forward to it. And by the way, we back up 100% every single bid. So bid with confidence, get your numbers with confidence, and we look forward to having you on the platform.